Fresh off his Best Actor win at the Canadian Screen Awards for his character in his show, Call Me Fitz, it's Canada's own Jason Priestley. Brandon Walsh is in the house. Does that make you cringe a little bit? Do you mind if people mention Brandon Walsh?
You know, I don't really mind, but to be perfectly honest, that feels like a whole other lifetime ago to me. It was so long ago, and I feel like I've done so many other things since then. It really feels like a whole other lifetime.
Well, it's been incredible because you've been able to make that switch, and it's hard to make a switch. You weren't a child, but you were a teen actor into an adult actor who is now directing and producing. And if anyone, you know, for the people who've seen Call Me Fitz, you're a little racy in that. Like, this is so far from 90210.
Yeah.
Was that a big shocker for your Canadian fans when they first saw you in this role?
Well, I think I think it might have been. Yeah, I think you know that role was definitely a departure for people who might have only known me from Beverly Hills 90210. But I think. But I think that my fans, in a lot of ways, had grown up with me and were ready to see me take on a role like that was certainly a lot more adult than the role I was best known for from before.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I'm one of those fans, so I have grown up with you, and
yes.
You know, I feel like there are so many things happening in your life right now that are happening in a lot of our lives around the same age. You've got your kids and your wife. Tell us a little bit about your two kiddies.
Well, my kids are 6 and 4 now, as yours are 5 and 3.
Yeah.
Right, and it's a really magical time for kids, and you know, like we were just talking about off air, you know, having kids changes you, and so you start to look at the world differently, and actually that's how I got involved with this project that I'm here to talk to you about today. This clean water initiative. Procter & Gamble. Procter & Gamble actually started this initiative back in 2004, and they developed this little packet, this little sachet that they delivered to families in developing countries to purify the water that they drink, because there's such a problem. There's almost 1 billion children and young families in the world in developing countries that don't have adequate access to clean, safe drinking water, and those packets will purify 10 liters of drinking water at a time, and that's enough to sustain a family of 5 for one day.
It is incredible to me, and for most of us living in this country, to think that people still do not have access to water. It seems like a basic necessity, a basic right. It's crazy to hear that it is almost a privilege to get these now, and to know that a little packet, I mean, I'm just happy to know that technology is going into things like this.
Yes.
That makes me feel good.
Yes.
You know, that some companies care and they're actually doing what they need to do to get these kids water.
Actually, this month, in the month of April, they partnered with Walmart and Walmart.ca. Every Procter & Gamble product that gets sold at Walmart and on the Walmart.ca website, so that's Tide, Dawn, Duracell batteries, Gillette products, they will donate 1 day's worth of clean, safe drinking water to someone in a developing country. So really easy for people here in Canada to do their part to take care of this problem in faraway lands, but not by doing anything than you would do anyways. Doing your grocery shopping, buying the products that you know and use anyway. Procter & Gamble will donate safe, clean drinking water to people who need it all around the world.
Good for
you.
So
it's a great program, and a program that I think everyone should try to take advantage of, because you know, this is a big problem that we have in the world today, and it's for us in Canada and in North America, it's really easy for us to go and turn on the tap and have safe, clean drinking water. And it was a big surprise to me when I found out how many people. There's only 7 billion people in the world, so if you think that almost 1 billion of them don't have access to safe, clean drinking water, it's a surprisingly large number.
Surprisingly large and surprisingly sad in 2014. So I'm so happy you're involved with this. Now, we've talked a bit about water. We want to talk a little bit about food with you. I hear you're a bit of a foodie.
I am a bit of a foodie, yes. I do enjoy my food.
You like your food. Are you salty or sweet?
Salty.
Okay, well, we're going sweet today. I'm sorry. Because I'm sweet. Okay? Come with me to the kitchen. I should have just said, I don't care where you are. We're going to make chocolate. Come on in here. You come in here.
Okay. Hey,
in here. I'm going outside if you don't mind.
Okay.
Well, look, I brought you an apron because we're going to get dirty today.
Okay,
So
okay.
strap that on.
All right.
So listen,
We're
we've
always
got
dirty, so that's
Easter.
fine.
We've been making Easter recipes,
Yes.
and I think chocolate when I think Easter because
Yes.
why wouldn't I? It is that time of year, right?
Hey, well, we got to get ready. We got to get the chocolate flowing.
Yes.
But you know, I did some research, and you can't lie. I know you're salty, and we're going to get to the salty, but I also know you like a bit of sweet, and you have a sweet tooth. Because when you were on this show that was mildly popular called Beverly Hills 90210, right?
Yeah.
Mildly popular.
I remember that.
And then you did some other things. But what I found out when I Googled you is right here we have a Canadian icon who actually had Tim Hortons name a donut after him.
It's true. It's all true.
Oh my gosh! That means
like,
you're famous.
You must be the only one. Wait, Resky doesn't have his own donut. This is a big deal. So I have a friend who owns a Tim Hortons, and he's like, "You have got to let me make you some donuts and show them to Mr. Priestley." So, ladies and gentlemen, do you want to tell them what it is?
It's a it's a chocolate Timbit. It's a chocolate Timbit stuffed inside a vanilla strawberry donut.
Otherwise known as the Priestley.
Otherwise known as the Priestley.
This makes you an iconic Canadian for sure.
I can die a happy man now.
Yeah.
Like, you got something to put on your tombstone now.
Oh yeah. There's nowhere to go but down from here. Okay.
After looking at that on the website or on the internet, I was like, what can I possibly do with chocolate that compares to the Priestley?
Yeah.
So we're gonna do some interesting stuff.
Okay, so let's make some chocolate and stuff it with donuts.
We can do that. That's all we got.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
So basically, we understand that chocolate comes in like 3 types of major varieties. We've got the dark, the milk, and then the white, right? Now, it's from the cocoa tree, and it's fermented, it's harvested, and basically there's a long story that goes along. It's been harvested for over 3 millenniums. However, the darker the chocolate, the more expensive because it's expensive to harvest.
Okay,
All right?
that makes sense.
So the darker is a little bit more pure. The white doesn't actually have any chocolate in it. It's just the fat, and then the milk's kind of a combination of 2.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. White chocolate's not really chocolate.
It's not even chocolate.
No.
But it is the fat, and that's still kind of tasty.
Yeah.
I like the fat. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these levels and we're going to do an adult flavor. I kind of think like a Priestley kind of flavor and take it to a whole nother level.
All right.
So we're going to start with tempering the chocolate and putting it into a shell like this and trying to make our egg because it's going to come to a, Jason, hold this for me. And then we're going to like kind of push this wrong one, Randy. We're going to go with the dark chocolate. Now, if you're going to temper chocolate at home, I suggest you look it up. You need to do different kind of temperatures. You need to bring it up to 50 degrees, back down to 27, and then back up to 30. Hold it perfectly there. And what will happen when you temper the chocolate, I don't want to bore you with details. There's 6 crystals, and when those crystals, you just kind of like wave it all around.
Oh, yeah,
that looks like
sure.
coffee
Yeah,
to me. I would just drink that in the morning.
We could do that too. See with the egg. There's some leftovers in there. So what happens is when you temper the chocolate, it gets a higher melting point. So you can actually hold it with your hands. It gets a nice shine to it. But most importantly, it contracts once it firms up, which means it should come out of the mold, I hope.
Okay.
Okay, next step. We're going to start with the dark chocolate.
There's
Okay, Jason,
bacon.
throw that baby down when you're there.
Yep.
We got double smoked bacon. You mentioned something about salty, right, Jason?
Yes.
Yeah.
Everything's better with bacon, brother.
You got it, my man. Well, this should be right up your alley then. You want to just mix that one in there?
Whoop.
Okay, then we're gonna get. I told you we put an apron on. We're gonna get messy. Just leave that.
Hold on.
How you doing with that?
No, I
Good
got
job.
this. I got this.
He's making it work over there.
No, I
He's
got
making it
this.
work.
And
I
you're
got
mixing
this.
bacon with chocolate.
I'm
So what are
mixing
you
bacon
going
with
to do with
chocolate.
that?
So then I'm gonna hand this off to you, Trace. And I believe you got a mold in front of you.
I do.
Little bunny rabbits?
I have little bunny ones.
So I
that are
figured
going to go in sticks.
if Jason could like take a Timbit and stuff a donut, we have to make little bunny rabbits and stuff an egg.
Okay.
You following me in the craziness?
So you want me to put
You
this
might need 2
chocolate
aprons.
into
Yeah, I
the
might
mold?
need 2 aprons.
And just leave him on the side. We can carry on from there.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a little bit of ginger there, Jason. Grate me up a little bit of ginger.
Things went terribly wrong over here. Don't even look. Just do
I can believe this because you know what? It is very difficult working with chocolate. I was up till about midnight doing this, eating way too much chocolate, didn't sleep because there is caffeine in chocolate. So don't lick your
Yes,
fingers
there
if you
is.
want to sleep.
God bless
So,
you.
milk chocolate, here we go. I got a little bit of chilies.
Okay.
Jason, throw the ginger right in.
Yep.
Now, important lesson, do not mix water with chocolate. They hate each other. There's a bit of moisture in this ginger. You could use dry, but the fresh just takes it to a whole nother level.
All right, so
thanks,
we're putting
buddy. No
ginger
problem,
in there.
man.
We've got bacon in there. This is
So
very
chilies and
grown up.
ginger for the milk.
Yep.
There you go, and those little bunny melts there.
In here.
Just the little one, And then here is where we take it to the next level. This is really where we're going after, like, you know, the Canadian iconism.
Okay.
Charlevoix blue cheese from Quebec, some of the best blue cheese you'll ever taste in your entire life. That's right. What? Milk chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it.
No, you're gonna like this.
Okay.
You're gonna like this. This is gonna be good. I used to make a milk chocolate creme, or a white chocolate blue cheese creme brulee and put it on the cheese board. Yeah. And we had to stop because people's heads were actually exploding. They were like, that shouldn't be good.
But it really is.
But it really is. And I think Jason kind of put it straight. Like, we aren't all sweet tooths.
Yeah.
I don't eat a lot of chocolate, but when I do, I want to have some saltiness. Where the bacon comes in. That's where the blue cheese comes in with the white chocolate, right?
Right. So the two flavors really intersect, and it does. It tempers the chocolate. It's not too sweet.
And I mean, let's face it. I mean, cheese is just a little bit more fat, and we're putting it on with some chocolate fat, right?
Yeah.
So there we go. We can put that out there. So now to jump forward, now we've made this giant mess. We kind of take that egg and we put it in the fridge, right? And we let it set for about 10-15 minutes, and we pull it out, and it should shrink away. So then you kind of just like take it gingerly, and you'll see, if you look really closely on this bad boy, I kind of wasn't so careful last night. I could blame it on my 3-year-old who was trying to fight and eat all the chocolate when I was making it. But all I did was just melt some more chocolate and put it back together.
Oh, nice.
We got the tempered chocolate egg.
Nice.
Very good.
Right? So then what we did is we take our little ones from your molds, right? And we stuff them. The chocolate blue cheese bunnies, the bacon bunnies, we put them into the egg, right? Little chili, little ginger, and all of a sudden, you have got, ready for this, Jason?
I'm ready.
A personalized egg for an adult.
All right.
Give a big round of applause.
Look at
You have your own egg. Some bacon and cheese in it. So it's like a breakfast egg.
Jason, give it a whack, because it's just not complete unless we smash it open.
You just gotta...
A whack with a grater. Yeah, get in there.
There we go. Look at that.
There it is, right?
Look at
Sorry,
that.
no beauty shots.
Beautiful. For more delicious Easter recipes, as well as decor ideas, DIY projects, and more, we've got a whole Easter section going on our website. That's cityline.ca/Easter. Please, a big round of applause for Jason and Randy. Great work. Amazing.